Hi, I'm Kim Jacobs, the Balance Doctor. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Be sure to subscribe to The Kim Jacobs Show right on YouTube. Turn on your notification bell to all so you never miss a beat. And guess what? Every time you watch, you're going to receive a real relevant and relatable guest that's going to share with you a piece of the puzzle on this journey called life that will help you be able to manage just a little bit smoother. At the end of the day, the Kim Jacobs Show goal is to be able to provide balance to the world, one household at a time.
Kim Jacobs Show. You're watching Kim Jacobs Show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Kim Jacobs Show. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. How are you, Enasha?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, doing great. And I'm so glad to have you on here on this Monday morning and looking forward to everyone learning some very valuable information about the power of credit.
Yes. I'm excited to give a lot of information. I know a lot of people have been looking for information, where to go, where to start, which is usually the biggest question. And so I'm just happy to give your audience all that they've been looking for and answer their questions as well. So thank you for the opportunity, Kim.
Oh, it's okay. Now, where's your accent from? Because the way you're expressing yourself, it makes anybody feel like, what? I'm going to get some good information. I'm going to give you all of the information that you ever dreamed possible from me, your credit professor. Go ahead.
Yes. So I'm born and raised in Philadelphia. However, I get it all the time. I may seem like I'm from down south. I say y'all a lot because my dad is from down south. I'm actually my grandmother and everything, they're from Ghana in Africa. So I got a lot of mixture going on here. But I'm born and raised in Philadelphia, PA. So I'm really, really excited. I'm about that. I'm a city girl. I love the bright colors, all the flashy lights and everything like that. So that's a little bit about where I'm from.
I'm excited. Listen, everybody, make sure you tag your friends, your family, coworkers, everybody. Let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show is on the air, and we have with us today Enasha Bradshaw. Now, she says she's known as the credit professor all over social media, and she's going to share credit tips and financial literacy with all of us today. So I am super excited to have Enasha right here. She is the credit professor, a full-time entrepreneur, passionate about financial literacy and wealth. She's a deaconess, y'all, in her church, a wife, and a mom of two. And to date, she is the co-founder of one-stop shop called The Moment Financial Services, which offers personal and business tax preparation, credit restoration, bookkeeping, business consulting, and LLC formation, to name just a few. Welcome to our show today, Enasha.
Thank you. I'm super, super excited. Like I stated before, this is just a passion, right? I feel like it's ministry work, what I do. So it's one of those things that I wake up and I'm ready for it. I'm like, how many people can I help today? How many people can I educate today? That's where the professor came from, right? I need to teach financial literacy. That's my goal. That's my passion, to make people get free from the bondage, the slavery of debt, and really not understanding. Because I don't know about you, Kim, but I wasn't taught this in school. All my algebraic expressions and everything that I don't use, I really wish we could replace it with that. And so that's my mission and my goal moving forward in life. And our parents didn't teach it because our parents didn't know, So it's one of those things that if we know better, we can do better. And now I'm commissioned to do that.
Wow. Okay. So listen, everybody, what I'm going to commission you all to do right now is to tag 10 people, 10 of your friends, because I don't want her to say a word and you miss out on this valuable information. Now, I know people can go back and watch the replay and they can start watch parties and all of that, and I welcome you to do that. But for those that can be on right here in the moment, go ahead and definitely tag 10 friends right now for this 30-second little quick break and tell them to hop on. They don't want to miss Enasha Bradshaw. All right, everybody. That's it. You got 30 seconds to tag some friends and invite them into the discussion that we're going to be having right here. And it's going to be a robust discussion about credit and the power of credit. So, Enasha.
Yes.
I wanted you to tell us a little bit about yourself, but I want to also make sure that we jump into the credit. So take us back, your backstory, what made you interested and passionate about credit, and why was that the thing for you? Tell us about it.
Perfect. So it goes back into a little bit pre-college days and college for me.
Okay.
So I'm a scholarship baby. So I graduated high school at 15. I went and got a scholarship and experienced college and everything like that. And so being a scholarship baby and I was like well known in my universities, my college experience and everything. I was a part of everything, right? So with that being said, I found a lot of people were like, oh, I need money for school. I need this. I'm like, you're not applying for scholarships. And so I always was interested in helping somebody save money, helping somebody be able to reach their future goals. That was always something inside of me that goes a long back. That was just a God-given talent of just helping people achieve goals. And so for me, thank you, Kim. So for me, it was, something of interest anyway, to be like, okay, they need to save money. I seen people getting refund checks. I never got one because I was on scholarships and I was like, free money? Like, is this really a thing? And so as I was going up through life and just ranks, and I realized that a lot of people weren't applying for it. And I realized I ended up working in a university and seeing how much scholarship money went back.
Wow.
Because people weren't applying for scholarships. And if they would have just applied, just anybody applied, they could have got it versus them sending it back. And it
Right.
concerned me, because I was like, wait, people are out here doing it. And then when I worked in the student loans, and I worked with student loan doctor, all types of things, I realized that people were thinking that these refunds were free money.
Right.
And they're actually paying long-term interest on these things, for the sneakers, for the car, whatever they were buying at the time, because it was not school related, because it was
right
over money. And I was like, wait a second, it sent me in a whirlwind and be like, no, I really need to tell people about the scholarships. I really need to, help people promote it. Now, I wasn't getting paid for any of this, and that was fine because I grew passionate about it.
Right.
And I also worked in the car sales industry, and I was trying to help people and tell them little tips and tricks of how they did not have to go spending more. They're spending more on their car and their insurance than they are on their rent.
Wow.
So I'm like, wait a second, and it was more in interest than they were paying for the car themselves. And so I was like, there's something I need to do to change that. And quite honestly, my own personal story pushed me into this. And I'm so glad I had a personal story when it comes to credit, because it made me even more the patient, more empathetic and sympathetic to my clients doing that. And I think God was just really strategic in that, as always, in making that happen, so I can understand how that feels one way, how it feels on the other way. And I was able to take it full blast. I kind of did it as a side hustle, and I walked away from corporate America and did this. And now I have clients nationwide. So I'm super, super excited to help any and everybody in the U.S. and connected to the U.S. So.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that was in a real crammed nutshell, because you're saying your personal journey kind of pushed you into this, and it also helped you have compassion. I have a whole lot of compassion for people. You don't understand.
Yes.
There's a lot of things that I've been through that the public may never know about, but guess what? I know about it. And so whenever I deal with other people and I'm like, man, they're really having some interesting times, it's just a part of who I am to be able to connect with them and say, I got you. I'm going to help you to the best of my ability and do everything I can to pour into you, but it's because of some of the things that I've actually experienced in my own journey, so that's really good. That's really good.
That's the best of the best. I think that that's how God created us, right? If you are going to be a fisherman, you're a fisher, beforehand, if you're going to do certain things, God already equipped you through life with those things. So my experiences have all equipped me to be this person, to be the credit professor today. If I did not have those experiences, trust and believe I'll be doing something else.
That's right.
But this has lined up to everything. And I'm a big believer of that. I know in the book that we're in together with co-authors on, I'm so excited about that.
Oh yeah, let me put that up. Let me put that up, everybody. Wait, because this is so exciting. This is how I met Enasha, is through this particular anthology. And first of all, let's put the visionary. Oh, this is like, I don't put this beautiful lady, which she actually is with one of our attorney groups that, let me put this up for a second. And here's her partners, attorney Everett and attorney Hunter and attorney Peyton. Those three right there, you're going to be hearing a commercial from them coming up really soon because they're one of our episode sponsors. But I want to right now put this picture up, and this picture is Dr. Nefertina Serrano, and she is the visionary behind our project. So tell everybody about the book.
Yes, so I'm super excited about this because this has given me the opportunity to just help other women with their leadership and their passion and where they're going from it. And in that book, it allows me to kind of tell my story of how I ended up real in detail, right? How I got from being someone's employee to how I became a business owner. And that wasn't my dream. I knew I would be good at it. I made a lot of companies a lot of money. But what happened to it being for me, using my talents for me and using it for God? Because a lot of times when you're in corporate America, there's limits on what you can do, right?
That's right.
As much as I'm still praying for them, I might have to pray quietly, and I can out and out just like, let's go. Like, Kim, if you need a prayer right now, it will be hands down. I used to be my first name when I first went into credit and Instagram and stuff. It was God and credit because you got God first sometimes before even the credit, because I'm a big component of He's commissioned. This is my ministry work.
Yes.
I'm commissioned to tell people, how to build wealth, how to protect their wealth, how to really get to the next level, and how to use other people's money, because God already knows that He's put it in someone else's account to give to you a lot of times. It's not necessarily in our account, and we have to be a blessing to other people to know if somebody comes to you. I'm a big believer in this, and I'll say it every time I get a chance. We are the answer to someone's prayer. We don't always have to pray for someone else. We need to realize that we're the answer that God they already prayed to God and He sent them our way, and we need to just answer it. So I'm somebody's answer to their prayer because they've been wanting some of this information. And I'm so happy that the book is launching so I can help somebody else launch their business. That's happening in 8 days? We're 8 days.
Yes, it's going down.
Please definitely make sure you follow me, Kim, both of us separate. I don't care. But you need to get that book. And you need to get it for someone else because it's very affordable. It's going to be launching, and you're not going to want to miss the tips that I can't wait to read everyone's story again and again and again.
I can't wait either. It's just like, I'm so excited about it. It's like nail biting because I've now got the opportunity to encounter you ladies, and you all are incredible. It's like so many different people from so many different walks of life, and I am impressed,
and
to say the least.
Connected. They say your net worth equals your network, right? So I know that I am rich and wealthy because I'm attached to you guys and what we bring. Look at this amazing opportunity. I tell everybody, everything that you do, you want to promote your business and everything that you do, because you never know who has what you need. And I, like you, needed you. We needed each other to make today's episode work. And so I'm so glad that we're connected forever, right?
I am so glad as well. And as you can see, this beautiful, bright Philadelphia smile right there. Rise Up, Women Who Lead, Building Legacy. You have to get the book just to read her chapter alone, okay? Enasha Bradshaw is one of the wonderful 33 authors in this book. So in this anthology. So, okay. Credit. Before you start talking, get your mind right, because now we get ready to go on a roller coaster ride for the rest of the time.
I'm already there. I was there. I was prepared for this. I'm ready.
Okay. Because I was like, this is it. Anybody that want to hear some credit tips, how is credit made up? Why is credit important? What can we do when credit is not good? And all of this stuff. We get ready to go in. So fasten your seatbelts and let's get ready for a ride, y'all. Let's get ready. Ready, Enasha?
I'm ready.
All right. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and take this commercial.
I got one special thing for your guests, and this is for your guests. All they have to do, if you
don't tell them yet. Don't tell them yet. You got to let them see if they're interested. Are you all interested in this special gift or thing that Enasha has for you. Say, give it to us, Enasha. Come on, give it to us. Okay. If I see when we come back after the commercial break that there's interest,
All right.
then I'll let you talk about it. Is that
All
fair?
right. That's fair.
Right after this commercial break, everybody, we'll be right back.
I'm attorney Kenneth D. Snow, and at the Snow Legal Group, justice is our job.
For more than 20 years, Attorney Snow has been fighting for justice and winning cases in the Carolinas by providing aggressive representation in criminal defense, domestic violence, family law, serious injury, and wrongful death. If you've been injured or lost a loved one in an accident, including tractor trailer or rideshare, you need the Snow Legal Group by your side, fighting for justice and fighting for you. Visit snowlegal.com. Call 704-358-0026 for a free virtual consultation. Located at 6827 Fairview Road, Suite D in South Park.
All right, everybody, we are back, and I want to make sure that I share with you for Snow Legal Group. This is their contact information. They are one of our episode sponsors, 704-358-0026, and you can even email them info@snowlegal.com, and they'll give you a free consultation if you say, guess what? I heard about you on the Kim Jacobs show. So utilize these services, you guys. They have outstanding customer service. I know Kimberly and them over there are fantastic. So reach out to them. Okay, so let's see. Did people say that they are interested? Let's see what's coming in. Let's come in. Come on, comments. Yes, they said, come on, like this is wonderful. Please, congratulations on the book. Everything. Sandra D. White, check this out. Thank you so much for tagging someone. Rashida, we appreciate you. Yes, helping others, and lots of comments coming in over here. And let's say, do you all want this information? That's okay. I see you tagging a lot of people. That's the best kind of guest in the studio audience right there. Yes, give us the information, Enasha. All right, if you want her to give you the information, make sure you go ahead and keep those comments coming. Go ahead, Enasha.
All right. Listen, I wanted to just share this information with you guys because I know once I start talking, it happens all the time. And then I get so involved in it and I don't want to forget to give you this information, but I'm just like Snow Legal. Kim Jacobs is highly connected. If you don't know, you need to know now. And she's connecting you to me. And I'm giving this special offer to you guys. Although people tell me all the time, like, why is free? Like, it's so much information. Are you sure? I'm going to give you a free credit consultation. Yes, free credit consultation. That means I'm going to look at your credit profile. I'm going to tell you what you need. I'm going to give you the strategy. You don't even have to sign up with me or anything. All if you just text the number.
Wait a minute. You get a free credit consultation.
Yes, all they have to do is text the number or go to my website and just put the Kim Jacobs show. That's
so
it.
Text what number? Is the number that's on you?
610-822-9661.
Okay, wait a minute. You already gave that earlier, right?
Yes.
Okay, wait, y'all. So all you have to do is text 610-822-9661.
If you just put Kim Jacobs, I'm good.
Put in what?
All they have to do is put Kim Jacobs in the when they text, and I know that you want that free credit consultation. We'll get you scheduled.
Now, y'all, listen to me. Not too many people get free anything right now, especially with everything that's been happening across the land. People are in need of finances. So for somebody to be here on the Kim Jacobs show today and offering you not just somebody, the credit professor is on here. She is known nationwide. This woman can hold her own weight against anybody, okay? And she's offering you a free consultation by just putting in the name Kim Jacobs. Guess what? I bet a lot of people should get their free consultations booked because
let's get this done this week. Get it done. Make sure you get your appointments together, and you're going to be talking to me personally.
And she said you don't even have to sign up with her. You don't have to.
Strategy. Just get the strategy personally that's not designed for you. Because one thing I found just going into credit is that credit is no cookie cutter method. You can't do what the other person did. It's kind of, I always related to working out. You can't do the same workout as somebody else and expect the same results. It's just not what happens. Some people need something different. And a lot of times we think, I'm going to get my DIY book and do it myself. And you can get to a certain level. I'm not saying that you can't repair your own credit, but I can also change my own oil on my car if I wanted to, by YouTube it.
I don't know.
Calibrate my own hair. Will it come out this way? not quite the same. I tried it, trust me. So sometimes it just means that you need just a little bit of help, and that's exactly what I'm here for. So Kim, I'm ready for any questions.
Let's go.
Direction you want to go.
Okay, so as far as this is no cookie cutter method with credit, but she's actually going to give us some standard tips today that we can apply, and you can customize it to your own situation. So why is credit important? Let's talk about that first.
Oh, I love that. I love it. So this episode is called The Power of Credit. So this is awesome and amazing because credit is important because of the power that you can leverage in your life and what you want. A lot of us are struggling. A lot of us can't do the things that we want to do. And we have a lot of missed opportunities. Okay. So I'm connected to a lot of churches. I'm a PK. I actually go to Jesus Christ Empowerment Ministries. We were ordained yesterday. Me and my husband.
Wait. You can't be saying stuff and then don't think I don't have no picture. Don't just brush past it.
I know you're doing your research, Kim.
Yes.
That's my husband. That's my dad, actually, who is Bishop Lawrence Williams, our leader. And my mom is a pastor there as well, Pastor Pamela Williams. And I got ordained. We used to be deacon and deaconess. I'm now a licensed evangelist, and my husband is a licensed minister. We've been doing God's work for a long, long time. So this has been a long time coming, and this is a part of my ministry work, guys. I'm here to share some more good news, not just about Christ, but about credit. The other big.
Might as well put these beautiful people.
These are my beautiful kids. They know so much about credit and finances. It's ridiculous.
Look, you can tell they know they hold it. The way they posing, like, yeah, y'all don't have a clue. We set. We know.
Listen. Yes, they're talking about finances. They're talking about millions. Our conversation is no longer what do you want to be when you grow up, as far as they're like what I want to own when I grow up.
Go ahead. Okay. Talk to us, Enasha.
That's the power of credit, though. You can change your entire life by changing your credit profile and your credit score. So one of the things that I tell people, the importance of it is what you leverage, right? We see all these different home-based businesses and people starting different things. But are you able to leverage your credit to do those things, or are you getting stopped, right? I mean, it even comes to the roof over your head, right? Credit affects everything, right? Where you live, what zip code. I guarantee if you look at your zip code, you look at your credit score, it's some correlation there. The job you have. A lot of people don't know that if you want any job that you're seeking that has $30,000 or more, they can check your credit to see if you get the job, get the promotion, how much they're going to pay you, all that good stuff. And a lot of people don't know until I check their credit profile and I see that their credit got checked. And they're like, that's the time I had the interview. I'm like, you're signing a bunch of paperwork and they're checking your credit. Wow. So that's why you either didn't get the job or didn't get the pay. It affects how much your car insurance is, the type of car you get, what your down payments are, if you even need down payments. I don't believe in down payments. Now that I had this good credit, this great credit, and I'm doing things, I literally, me and my husband wanted to start another business venture, and I'm just sharing this story. Nothing I say is ever to brag or boast about because it's nothing but the good Lord. And he wanted to have some seed money for everything. And I was like, well, we can go in our account or we can use other people's money. If you hear OPM, that's what that stands for. Other people's money, meaning credit. And literally I said, give me 1 second, 5 minutes. I literally, probably less. I went to one of my banks that I established online. I said, we're going to ask for what we need, which is $25,000 just the seed money. And literally all I did was do an electronic signature and it was in my bank account. That's the power of credit. Okay. That's the power of credit. That's personal credit. I even get into business credit. That's a whole nother world. One of my clients, a lot of people think that when you start businesses, you got to always be a personal guarantor and you only can have a certain limit that you start out with. I had a client that was only in a business for about, started his business for about 3 months. And then the loan limit that he was able to be given was $5 million. So this is the power of credit. I don't mean, credit can take you a lot. No, that's the power. If you don't, that person did not have nowhere near access to $5 million. But now you see how easily credit can turn you into a millionaire and be able to touch so many things. Mm-hmm. That's the power of credit.
Wow. Okay. So listen,
I know that was a lot.
That's a whole lot. I'm typing what you're saying.
A whole lot of money, right?
You can sign electronically and it can be put in your account. Next day, this is the power of credit.
Yes.
Credit. So I'm just trying to capture some of what you're saying here, which is amazing. This is some good stuff. The way that you can leverage your name is
All you need is to know how to sign your name and have one of these, a pen.
Mm.
And it's game over if your credit score is where it needs to be. It's not about what's in your bank account. It's not about, what type of job you have or anything like that. It's about making sure that credit profile, and speaking of the credit profile, that's really, really important. A lot of people come to me, you'll get on a consultation, and the first thing I'm telling you is I don't care about your credit score. And I know people are probably like, wait, let's back this up. What do you mean?
Right.
Because there's so many different credit scores out here, right? Let's think about it, right? Think about it. Follow me, everybody. There's 3 different credit bureaus. And most of the time, if you look at your 3 different credit bureaus, there's 3 different credit scores.
Right.
And so right now, if I ask you what your credit score is, you'll probably be like, which one are you asking for, right?
Right. Of
But
course.
here's another thing. Each credit bureau has 5 different FICO scores. So there's 9 models of a FICO score. So now we are already over it, well into the 20 somethings of different credit scores. Then there's a VantageScore 3.0. And let me be clear, everybody out there, VantageScore 3.0, they go on like the free apps like Credit Karma and Credit Sesame, all those things. And I'm okay with them. But here's the difference. It's not that Credit Karma is wrong, because I hear that all the time. Oh, Credit Karma is wrong. Don't check it. They actually are user friendly. I actually am. I like their profile, how it's set up, because you can see what's going on. You understand a little bit more, and we'll go into why checking your credit profiles is so important. But you have to understand why the credit score really isn't the end all be all of everything. And I'm going to share a couple examples with you, but understand this. Vantage scores aren't wrong. It's just a different calculation. So think of 4 plus 4 and 4 times 4. Same numbers, different calculation. That's all
Right.
it is. The different calculation. So it's not necessarily wrong. But also understand this. I went and actually had all my credit card limits to grow and give me more increase, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I did it all the same day. It's a trick, right? That I did all at the same day. So they all pull it at the same time. And
Right.
literally 2 of the banks out of it, I got all the increases. But 2 of the banks that we did the credit increase with, they literally pulled at the same time, both from Experian, and it was a 40-point difference. Now, ask me if I care about the 40-point difference. Absolutely not. I only cared about getting approved for what I needed to get approved, right?
Right.
That's the end goal. It's not that. Who wants a high credit score but can't get approved? I don't think that's where it's at, right?
The whole purpose, right?
The whole purpose is to get approved. And so I achieved it. So I wasn't worried about it. But imagine if I was so worried about my credit score, I would have been trying to figure out. All I know is that they were on, somebody might have pulled a FICO score 9 and the other one probably did a FICO score 5. And so however you that just means how they calculate and weight every category. So you might, because they weight something higher, it could have decreased my score, whatever it looks like. But again, if your credit profile looks clean, we'll talk about what the credit profile includes. If your credit profile looks clean, then it doesn't matter what your credit scores are. All of them are going to increase and you're going to be able to get approved. And that's the end goal, is getting approved for what you're asking for or more. Okay.
Well, talk to us about this for a second. How are FICO scores calculated?
Absolutely. This is the credit profile right here that I am talking about. So during these consultations, so I hope you guys are already going and putting Kim Jacobs in, even if we're not done, so you can get your appointment first for this week. But that's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to look over each person's category. I'm going to look over their payment history. Payment history and credit card usage are the biggest ways of impacting your credit score. It's worth 65% of your credit score. Now, I'm not telling you the other things that are there that you should just kind of not worry about, because we all know we received a 65 in school. That's an F, right? We can't just worry about that. We have to worry about each category. It's so important. So payment history is the biggest way of affecting your credit. That's 35% of your credit score. I hope you guys take a screenshot of this or visit my page so you can get this information. 35% of it is your credit score. It's your on-time payment versus your late payment, right? It's your payment history. And what most people don't know, get ready to type, Kim. Okay. One late payment, one time, from just one account can bring your credit score down anywhere from 50 to 100 points. And that's what people don't know until they get that hit and they become devastated. So
that's crazy. Can bring your score down by 50 points, right?
50 to 100 points. Could you imagine you finally hit the 700 club, you're ready to purchase your home, and you never made a late payment in your life, and then you say, well, I want to save up this money, or I want to do something, just because you didn't know, right? Right. And you just paid a couple of days later, and then you are 600 instead of a 700, and now you're denied again.
That is so crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this image, but that is that. I hope you did screenshot it, everybody.
Yes.
One late payment, one time from any one account can bring your score down by 50 to 100 points. And this is information that we're hearing right here on the Kim Jacobs Show from Enasha Bradshaw. So right when we come back after this commercial break, I would like for you to talk to us about how people can, what's the first step? Because I'm big on, yeah, this is great, this is wonderful, but what's going to be the very first foot that I put in the water and say, okay, I'm getting ready to venture out. Okay.
I love
And
it.
talk to us from that perspective, because
I
I think that would be helpful for us to know. And I do see your comments coming in. I don't want to leave anybody's comments out. Let me put over here too before we go to commercial break. If you would like to come onto the screen and ask your direct question to Enasha, this is the link that you would use and it'll bring you right in. Also, right on my messenger on my phone, Facebook, you can messenger, literally just go ahead and go right in there and hit the call or the video thing, and I'll bring you on and you can ask your questions if you don't want to come right on the screen. And you can just type your comments and questions as well. Let's see. Did anybody have okay, I see you. So proud of you, Enasha, Deborah Holmes says.
Oh, thank you.
And I see somebody else said, this is fire. This is awesome. Sandra D. White said, this is awesome. Awesome. Okay, let's see any other comments that you congratulations to you, Sandra said.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Camille says, congratulations. Celebrating you. Celebration. Do you have a birthday or anything coming up or something?
I don't. We can just
okay
in advance for all the good things that are coming. I'm okay with
okay, this right here, she's just saying congratulations. She's just celebrating you, period. Okay. Thank you so much for being in the studio audience, Camille. We appreciate your celebrations. And this is wonderful, wonderful. Congratulations to you both. Lots of comments.
Maybe it's the book.
This is talking about
the book.
Yeah, yes. On September 21st, you will be able to get your copy of the book, and you definitely want to be one of the first people to get it when it launches on that day. Okay. Let's see. That's so wonderful. All right. I just didn't want to leave any of your comments out, and lots of tips already over here from Enasha. So make sure you go back and look at those as well. We're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
It's not just another day. It's a brand new day, full of all the fun, love, and laughter you and your family create. Silver Shield Security understands feeling at home means feeling safe and happy. No credit checks, no contracts. We offer payment arrangements, and we'll even give you a free door camera. Find out how we can brighten your day even more at silvershield-security.com. Silver Shield Security.
All right. And again, Silver Shield Security, thank you so much for being one of today's episode sponsors. They have state-of-the-art equipment. Their phone number is 704-440-4688. And you can also reach them at silvershield-security.com. And guess what? What should you say? Kim Jacobs Show referred you. Okay. All right, everybody. We're talking with Enasha Bradshaw today, right here on the Kim Jacobs Show. And already you've dropped significant knowledge and tips. But what's that first step people can take?
Yes, first step. I'm going to be honest. It might sound a little biased, but of course, get your free credit consultation, please. Because everybody's first step may look different. You might need to build your credit. You might need to just tweak a few things, right, that we're doing. You might just need to budget and save a little bit better. You know, whatever those things are is a little different for everybody. So I always tell people the first step is free. Let's get your consultation on board. Make sure you put Kim Jacobs so it can be completely free. You don't have to worry about anything, and you'll get that strategy. What's step one? What's step two? What step can I do for each category? And you'll see those increases going up, because I want to match it and align it with your goals. So I can't tell somebody who, if you're telling me, okay, my goal is to buy a home and a car, I want to know which one's more important to you. If I can let you know, it's easier to buy a home and then a car than it is to buy a car and then a home, because the debt to income ratio. But right. I won't know that, or to tell you that if I don't know. And, you know, I'm here holding your hand throughout the process to make sure these things get done. Because a lot of times we're like, okay, I'm supposed to do this, and life happens. And so during this consultation, if you're working with me moving forward, I want to make sure these things get done, because now that becomes my goal. I'm personally indebted to this. Like, I'm their good girlfriend to get them to that next step. Because sometimes we need it in the corner, like, wait, we got a house to get to. You know, we got this business that we're building, and it's not just about us, it's about our kids. You know, it's about that next step. So that's really the first step. And I just can I have a few minutes to share a testimony and story with you?
You can share whatever you want. We had this whole hour together, lady.
Listen, I want to share something with you that what makes the difference with all of this, and it's kind of going back to my story. So another kind of title that has been laid on me, and I thank God for it, is that I am known from going from Section 8 to commercial real estate. Okay.
Wow.
And that's a big deal, because what I don't want people to think is that I can't relate. Like, I was on Section 8, I was on public welfare. It was so much going on, and I needed the assistance and the help at the time. But I wasn't the one to say I needed to stay there. And a lot of times we feel stuck. We feel like we have to stay there. You know, it's the benefit, it's the carrot that they're dangling over our heads. I felt like I had to stay in corporate America because I had the dream job and different things like that. And a lot of times we got to learn how to step out on faith, see the signs that we're looking for. Oh, send me a sign. Your sign is on the Kim Jacobs show today. You know, if you're tuning in, somebody tags you, this is your sign.
This is your sign, everybody, right here. I'm going to remove myself.
Absolutely. So what I want to share with you and sharing my story with you guys is this. I came from Section 8. I had bad credit. I literally was taking my income tax money, trying to pay down my credit card debt. And I found myself crying at the kitchen table because I did what a lot of people are out here making the same mistakes. They're taking their hard-earned money, their tax money, whatever, the stimulus money this year, and saying, let me pay down debt. That's not going to help you with your credit score. I can promise you that. You need to remove those things and I can help you. But with my story, what I wanted to share with you guys is that during the pandemic, I was able, during the pandemic, I was able to purchase a 6-figure home. Okay. This was the first home. And all they required from me as a down payment was $700 for this 6-figure home. No one, even realtors are like, wait a second, and mind blown, because that's how I leveraged my credit. So that way I did not have to put a lot of money down, which is less than some people's rent, $700. People are like, I could have moved too. Like, you know,
right. It's like, what? I want to move. I want to be there.
So that it can happen. And then a few months even after that. So that was, I believe in June. And then in November of last year, I purchased my first commercial property. I own my office. I don't rent, I don't lease it, I own it. And I have a tenant on top. So now I'm a landlord as well that pays the mortgage for my commercial property. I have an event space. These things are just growing because, and these weren't possibilities I thought of before, but that's a part of the scripture. Though I've seen no ear of heard, nor is it entered in the heart of man what he had for me, because now these things are coming, right? Because of it. So leveraging your credit will get you from one thing to the next. I've never in a million years when I had bad credit would think that it would take forever just to get denied. You know, it was like, okay, did I get that? Oh, we have to look, we have to research, sign here. Oh yeah, we're going to send you something in the mail just to tell me I was denied, versus that 5 minutes of being approved for $25,000, you know, going somewhere else and saying, okay, well, how much do you need? Is that all? You know, that is the type of energy and the type of opportunities that I want to give to each and every one of your audience members.
Well, you can get the same thing that Enasha Bradshaw had, because she knows how to do it by simply just reaching out to her. And how do you do that? Text Kim Jacobs to 610-822-9661. Again, 610-822-9661, and text the words Kim Jacobs, and guess what? You're going to get a free consultation, and you'll learn very much what she's talking about.
Let me share one other thing with you while you guys are there. So the website she keeps putting up, make sure you take a picture of that. Go to the website. You can book your time yourself for this week, so you can make sure it's done. And you like, I got my appointment. You know, I'm super to be able to help you. You don't even have to wait for a response back. But also understand this in the moment financial service, me and my business partner created. So it's a Black-owned, woman-owned financial service company. And we do everything from taxes, from business taxes, personal taxes, business consultation, because we want to see you grow. We help with funding. We help with just starting your LLC. You know, where do you go from there? Their strategy, all of those things. And guess what? Kim, if you type Kim Jason, you see that right there, it'll be a free consultation. You could put it
That's
right in
awesome.
your appointment, type Kim Jacobs, and I don't care what service it is, you'll get a free consultation.
Wow. That is, you know what? That right there is amazing, is what it is.
I know some people ain't do their taxes either. So we want to make sure if you go and get that business credit, whatever it is.
Why you do your finger like that? You like, I know.
I know my people. We here, y'all. We here. Life happens. I get it, but that's what we're here is to hold your hand throughout that entire process. Make sure we get it done. We gotta get it done. Okay.
This is really great information. If you all are learning anything today, just put a 1 in the comments. I know I'm learning so much from this wonderful guest today, Enasha Bradshaw, who happens to also be one of our collaborating authors in the anthology, Rise Up Women Who Lead Building a Legacy, which I'm super excited to be one of her co-authors as well. So listen, what about people, and this is, you might be able to speak to this. Some people, they think that they're doing all of the steps that they've been told to do, but they still don't walk away with better credit. Why is that happening?
I'm going to tell you exactly. As soon as you said it, my mind was like, boom, what happens is usually people want to get a home, right? Most of the people, 90% of people that come to me, either they need help with business credit or home, but it's mostly the home, right?
Right.
Because you got to deal with your first personal business before you can really get into your business.
Right.
And so that's all good and well, but they're coming because they went about it a little bit of the wrong way. And I'll share with you why. So you go to a realtor, you try to find a home. The realtor can't find you a home until you get pre-approved. So they send you to the lender. The lender tell you all the things that are wrong with your credit, but not how to fix it. And then that's where the buck stops. They don't tell you really where to go. I mean, unless you're connected to the realtors I'm partnered with, because they'll send you my way. But most people don't have a me. And so I do work with a lot of realtors, a lot of lenders, because they're like, I need results for my client. I need quick results and I need them to maintain their credit. And they know that's what I will give them. So I get a lot of referrals, and I do mean nationwide, to help them fix their credit up and to legally and permanently remove negative items, to coach them on savings, budgeting, all these different things. But you're going about it the wrong way. We can look over and even start here. Again, the free consultation is where you would start. I can say, hey, let's do X, Y, and Z so you can maximize. Because yes, you can get, I'm here to tell you, you can get in a home at 600. But how much money do you think you're going to have down? Which people already have a problem saving, right? And what do you think your interest rate is going to be in your home? So it's not the brightest idea just because you can get a car or a home to get it at this credit score that you're at. But let's take a few. What if you increase your credit score within the first 30 to 90 days? I've had people have 100-point increase within the first 30 days, 200-point increase. I have different things. Like, how many of my clients I shouldn't say clients, but how many of you are out here in the audience today that rent? If you rent, type it in the chat, because I'm going to tell you that I have a program specifically for all the people who are renting. And I took advantage of myself first before I purchased my home. And I had one specific client who started out with a 554, needed their credit bill. They added 2 years of their rental history on their credit report, which most of you don't know. You can do that, but you're paying rent. And that's your highest bill every month. And his credit score increased 200 points. He was a 754, ready to do whatever he desired with his credit in less than 30 days.
Wow. Okay. Well, now another question that comes to mind, and ask your own questions, everybody. Feel free. I don't want to just dominate the question asking here, but I will, since I'm the host, right? Okay. The other thing that I was thinking about, because these are questions I've just heard or I've dealt with personally. How some people be, a friend. No, not always a friend.
Right.
So it ain't just a friend. But okay. So the other question was, what about people that do pay their credit card bills faithfully, but you still don't always see your score increase? And I know the answer to it already, but I want you to answer it for everyone else.
Absolutely. So when it comes to credit cards specifically, I want to just give a little caveat. Everybody out there, you cannot bill and get into that 700, 800 club if you don't have a credit card. Let me say that. But let me also say all credit cards are not equal. Again, that's why it's important of having someone in my life in your corner like myself, because we can tell you what you're trying to do, what cards are right for you. Every secure credit card does not mean that you have to get a heart inquiry for. So a lot of things you think is not the truth. A lot of this stuff are myths out there. So first, I want to say you can't build your credit score without having a credit card. You can build it, but you won't hit that 700-800 club like you want to without doing that. And that's a whole nother thing. But I actually strategize with how to properly use credit cards. And so I'm glad you asked that question.
Good.
So a lot of times people will do two major things that you should never do. One, use up the credit card and then pay it right off. Right? Those are two things that people do, and they're probably doing it simultaneously, and you are messing up your credit.
So you say do not use the full usage of the card.
No, do not ever use the full limit.
Okay.
And do not just automatically pay that whole balance off. Okay. I'm going to share with you a few details. One is, I need you guys, if you don't know, look up 30%, 10% rule, and I'm going to try to give it to you in a nutshell. The highest that you should ever use on your credit limit is 30%. That's actually a part of the credit profile. It says credit utilization is 30% of your credit score, but it also is the 30% rule. That means that if you have a credit card for $1,000, Kim, that person should never use more than $300. Never carry a balance of over $300 on there. So a lot of people, I got $1,000. I'm about to go and do nothing that costs more than $300.
It's your movements and stuff. He's like,
listen,
I got it. Like, no,
I'm
don't
real
use
my clients. No, we're not doing it. And I do a lot of my stuff on Zoom with my clients, so they get me, they get my personality, and we're doing this together. There's no judgment ever. We have fun, but there's those times where I'm like, wait, I even test them sometimes. I'm like, wait a second, but
that's good. That's really good.
I really want them to understand that's important. Now, if you're trying to build your credit and grow your credit, which is what most people are trying to do, you should never use more than 10% of your credit limit. Okay. And that just means if you have that same $1,000 credit card, never carry a balance over $100. So a lot of times you think you had these large limits, and they're not really large limits, because in your brain you should be like, I only really have $300 in my name.
Right. So you have to you have to get your mind right with that right from the beginning. Because when any of us get a credit card, we immediately
I did it. I remember they gave me a credit card. I was going shopping. They're like, you want to apply for a credit card? I was 18. I'm like, sure. And then I went back and bought more stuff that same day.
And especially if you go to a store, if you like, okay, so y'all know I'm plus size, right? But at Elaine Bryant, girl,
that's easy.
Or Ross. If I go to Ross or somewhere, or I can go a lot of places. Dillard's, Belk, wherever, it doesn't matter.
Yes.
Point is, when I go to these places, I be thinking about it. I'm like, I got that whole credit card right there in my purse.
Now, what I'm gonna say is, please, nobody get department store credit cards. I made that mistake.
No, I'm talking about regular credit, like
yes.
you have a Visa or whatever.
Yes.
But I do want you to talk about the department store too.
Yes.
But answer me when you go to get ready to use that regular credit card at a department store.
Right.
Because it's there,
You can. I use my credit for everything. I use my credit cards all the time. You won't see me using my cash. Absolutely not. You want to use your credit. You want to build on it, which is why I can go and say, hey, can I get a $20,000 increase on my credit card? Because I'm using it. The more you use it, the more they're going to be like, okay, Kim, if you gave me money and every time you gave me money, I gave it back 2 days beforehand, would you ever have a problem giving me money?
Never.
Couldn't I use bigger limits with you each time and be like, you gave me 200 last time. Can I get 3? Can I get, I've been giving you 3, faithfully every month. Can I get 1,000? You're gonna be like, oh, she's good for it.
That's right.
So, and they make money by lending their money. But I got tips and tricks for y'all to not allow them to get the extra money from you. We don't do interest over here either.
Talk about the department store.
Yes. So department store credit cards, the reason why I tell you do not want to use department store credit cards is because of a couple reasons. One is you can only use it at that store, right? So now you have this credit card that you can only use that. We'll use Lane Bryant. You mentioned that you can only use that Lane Bryant. Now, if you're supposed to be a homeowner or anything else, and something happens because now you're the landlord, you can't use Lane Bryant's credit card to get that roof. You can buy, some nice lingerie, whatever, but you can't get that roof. However, if you have a major credit card, you can now use it to get the roof. You can get it at Lane Bryant. You can use it at Walmart, wherever you need. You can use it to purchase your groceries, which is what I do. Whatever you need to do, you can use it there. So you want to be able to not use that department store credit card and just go there. Plus, the other thing is, in order for you to grow your credit, you have to use your credit cards every 9 to 12 months. I usually say 6 to 12 months.
Hmm.
Even if it's at Christmas or whatever the case may be, because they will shut your cards down, and then that's a closed account, and then that can bring your credit score down as well, because all the history you built is going with it. So you don't want to have to be forced to go to that department store every single time to purchase something when you don't even need something from there, right? So
Mhm.
you want to be very, very mindful that if you get a regular credit card, you can use it anywhere. My American Express is accepted anywhere. All these cards are accepted anywhere. So you want to be able to set yourself up for success in regards to that.
I'm typing like crazy. This is so good right here. There's some good stuff
Absolutely,
happening.
absolutely. So credit cards is like a whole class that I teach, a whole one-on-one with my clients. That's a section that we're just like, this call is all about credit cards. I need you to get one. And if you have one, I need you to use it properly. Because what most people don't know, back to credit score, how you decrease your credit score, is that if you have any balance over that 30%, so I'm talking about that $1,000 credit card and you're spending $301, guess what's happening to your credit score? That extra dollar
And
just took.
I can definitely tell you, I personally have experienced that. I used my credit card and I went above the 30% limit just because I wanted to that day for whatever the reason. But then I was like, I could have done a whole different option if I knew it was going to
Exactly.
ding my
You probably would
credit.
have gave an extra whatever. I'm like, okay, I can use 300. Here's $1, off of my debit card or whatever to make that difference up. So you really want to set yourself up that you are staying under that 30%. And then guess what? That comes to budget. If you can't afford it, that's okay. Don't get it now. You can always get it later, because a lot of times we need to figure out our needs versus our necessities. So
Well, a question from the studio audience. Kimberly Fowler says, sometimes you can pay your bills on time, but your debt to income ratio prevents your score from going up or to qualify for loans. Can you speak to that?
yes, yes, yes. So with the debt to income ratio, that's something that I talk to my clients about, especially when they're trying to buy a home or whatever, or just have lower interest rates. What
Mhm.
needs to happen is this: someone needs to evaluate your finances. I do that with my clients. It's all inclusive. I already know that we're not just worried about credit. Your credit profile tells me whether you have a budgeting problem, a savings problem, you never had emergency. I can look at it and probably tell your life, by looking at that. And so what happens with the
That's
debt to
good.
income ratio is that most people don't understand that. One, let's just take credit cards back and for example, that every time you only pay the bare minimum and you leave a balance on that, your interest is going up, and interest is accumulated every time. So that's going to take you over 30%. If you just pay the $25, usually what it is, or $35, whatever that monthly minimum payment is, and you're already close or at the 30%, once that interest hits, you're now going, and you let that report, it's game over. Your credit score is going to go down from that as well. So you like, I pay all my credit cards on
Say
time.
that one more time. Say that one more time, because
Yes.
I know people can go back and rewind and everything, but I want
Right.
to hear it one more time. I
Yes.
think that's good.
So for instance, when you pay your credit card, you're paying the monthly minimum balance or payment that they're asking for. And a
Okay.
lot of people think that, okay, I paid it. I didn't go over my 300, Enasha, right? On my $1,000 credit card. And what happens is the moment you pay that $25 minimum, okay, it decreases to $275. But the moment that interest hits, you're now at $310, and now you're like, but I paid this
Ah!
bill. How could this be? Interest has set in. And if you're not paying attention to the bills, to your account, and you see that, that's why I always tell people you want to pay more than your minimum. So when the interest hits, or you can pay it. It's called the two payment method. I always tell people, if you're going to pay that debt off, use the two payment method to pay that credit card off, so you're not building on interest. But make sure, and you can look up the two payment method, or we'll talk about it on our call, but make sure that you are paying more than that minimum, so that interest, especially if you're close to that 30% threshold, because that interest is going to be what hurts you, just in terms of debt to income ratio. Same thing with student loans, right? They have interest always accruing. And some
Right.
people are like, how does it that my balance keeps going? It's the interest accruing. And if that happens, that's bringing your credit score down as well. So it's that debt to income ratio that's constantly growing because of interest. And it's a lot of things that you'll need to do. And we can talk about it, what you can do with your debt. I actually have a special program that I put my clients on. It's called the Debt Payoff Tool. It comes with the service already, because I know how important that is with people. And that debt payoff tool has helped my clients who seem like they had 28 years on a mortgage and student loans and all that stuff, and turn it into 7 years. How to chop off all that interest from 28 years to 7 years. And so it may vary for different people, but could you imagine being debt free in 7 years versus 28 and how much interest you've saved? All
Wow.
of us strategizing together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is some good stuff. So now you have really taken us on a good journey here today. You know how you be like, now that's some good stuff right there, because you've talked to us about your family, you talked to us about your ministry, and
Yes.
you've talked to us today about credit and some stuff that people I know just don't just automatically walk around knowing, because that interest rate point is so profound that if the interest kicks you over the 30% usage, then you still could end up having a ding on your credit. Wow, wow. You're right, Kimberly. Wow, 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 wow. Good stuff. Okay, let's see. I see all of your comments coming in, and so much good information. My mom says, she says she's learning a lot from you. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. And that's my mama right there. Okay.
That's right.
And I put all of the tips that you've shared today. All of these are such great tips. All credit cards are not equal, but you will not get a higher score without using a credit card of some sort. So this is some good stuff.
Yes.
I'm not going to go back and
I'm
recap all of
giving
them.
this away right now. I'm telling you, the stuff that I give away to these people when they are done a credit consultation, they're like in amazement. They have a whole page full of notes. And that's why I push that you want to take advantage of these consultations. Literally, the value of those consultations are $250. Okay, I'll just say it. To spend that quality time and me giving you an actual strategy. I'm not saying I'm going to tell you about it. I'm giving you the strategy to change it as well. By the time we're done that call, not signing up with me on anything, because I want to see the Kim Jacobs Show audience do better. And if you know better, you can do better. And I am going to freely give you what you need in detail. So please, please, please book those free credit consultations this week. Let's get it done. Let's come back and report to Kim Jacobs how this show really changed your life and changed your income. And Kim, I just, while I had some time, I wanted to really thank you for just, allowing me the opportunity to share this information and get it in front of as many people as possible. And I do public speaking, I do the workshops and everything like that. So if your church is interested or any organization, you're like, we need information on credit, business credit, personal credit, business, but whatever it is, please, I will come to you guys for free and share this information with your audience as well. And then we will go from there and we can grow together. So thank you again, Kim, for the opportunity.
Thank you for being my guest today. I really appreciate it. Make sure you all reach out to Enasha Bradshaw right at In the Moment 101. And it's the number 101 for the podcast listeners, because I know you're not seeing it. It's In the Moment, the number 101.com. And her phone number is 610-822-9661. You can also find her on Facebook and Instagram under her social media handle, Enasha Bradshaw. Okay. And I do have 2 more episode sponsors that I need to briefly share with you. And then I'd like for you to just share a quick closing point, because we're getting ready to wrap up this hour. Good.
Awesome. I know it's so fast.
I know. Okay, let me show one of our episode sponsors here, which is Lamb Funeral Home. They are certified in all 50 states and love to be able to service you and your needs, especially when it comes to all that's been happening across the land with the need for funeral planning and expenses to be dealt with. Their phone number is 704-782-3011, and they have over 28 years of funeral home experience. The owner, Terry Lamb, is actually a veteran. And when I say that he can give you so much details about veteran benefits, if you're an adult child that is a dependent to a veteran, or you are a spouse of a veteran, you definitely want to reach out to them. They're going to be able to help you identify not just veterans, but anyone, what to expect dealing with immediate needs and funeral pre-planning. So give them a call today and let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way, 704-782-3011. And again, I have one more sponsor that I definitely want to share with you. And we're going to get ready to hear a closing comment right after this commercial break from Enasha Bradshaw, the credit professor. And she's definitely brought us in the moment today for sure. All right.
My father had 4 of his fingers amputated in a workplace accident. It was the first injured individual I represented. And I knew I had to win that case. When someone walks into my office and they've been injured, I know what they're going through. If you've been injured at work with Hunter and Everett. We've got the experience. So let's help you.
So please let them help you over at attorney Charles Everidge and Hunter Everidge Law Firm. Their phone number is 704-377-9157. They will help if you're dealing with a family member that's passed away due to a wrongful death situation. I've referred people to them and as well to attorney Kenneth D. Snow. And I promise you that every person that's been referred, the people are extremely grateful that they've utilized them. So make sure that you say when you reach out to him that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way. Okay. All right. Tell us your closing comment, Enasha Bradshaw.
Absolutely. Again, Kim Jacobs, thank you for the opportunity. And anybody, again, I have to say it again, book your free credit consultation. If you are looking to increase your credit score significantly in the next 30 to 90 days, book a consultation. If you're a realtor or mortgage lender who have clients that need help, let me help you. Let me partner with you. Let's get more people into homes together. And if you just literally want to strategize for your taxes, what's coming up, you just started a business, whatever, and you want to take it to the next level and make sure everything is in place, definitely book your consultation within the moment. We are here. A moment with us will change your financial future, and we are looking forward to serving you guys.
There you have it, everyone. Listen, I am so excited to have had Enasha Bradshaw. I don't think we could have learned much more in this 1 hour. We crammed it in and it was wonderful and action-packed. So thank you. And I see all of the comments that came in, and I will ask Enasha if you'll go back and just see if any more questions came in and answer them later today as well. I see you say, I will share your information with lots of people that need your help. Thank you so much, Kimberly Fallis. I didn't take into consideration interest kicking you over the threshold. Oh my gosh, that's such a big deal. I didn't either. So I'm glad to hear that. Wow, wow, wow. Good stuff. And if you haven't registered yet for the Gabe's Heart Foundation 5K walk, everyone, which is in honor of my son that passed away. And every year we have a 5K walk. It's going to be virtual this year, and it's also going to be in person. So take a moment and register. Is taking place on September 25th at 8:00 a.m. And you can go to gabesheartfoundation.org. All right. All right. Hey, Enasha, thank you.
Yes. Make sure everybody goes to follow me on social media, because I will be doing a special webinar on giving more credit tips and everything like that with a few of my favorite partners and everything. We want to give you as much information as possible. It's going to be next Thursday via Zoom, so completely virtual. At 8 p.m. All you have to do is send me an inbox DM and let me know you want to take part. I'll be posting more information about it, but don't miss out. Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern this week. That's going to be a webinar full of credit information and tips.
You got to go do it. Follow her at Enasha Bradshaw on all social media outlets, and you'll be right there at all of this great credit information that the credit professor is sharing. Have a great one. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 11:00 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with the guest tomorrow. Guess what? She's a member of Zeta Phi Beta sorority, and she said it's the sisterhood for her. That's what it's all about for her. So if you're a member of a sorority or fraternity out there and you want to rep your organization tomorrow, come on in. It's going to be a sorority member in the house, president of one of the Zeta Phi Beta chapters, and she's going to be telling you what sisterhood means to her. See you tomorrow at 11. Take care. Stay backstage. I'll talk to you, Enasha.
All right.
Bye, everybody. Hello, everyone. I'm Kim Jacobs, host of The Kim Jacobs Show, where we're bringing balance to the world one household at a time. Listen, we go live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11:00 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I bring guests on that talk about their backstories, things that they've had to overcome to become who they are today. Many of them are balancing and juggling life, and they've become experts in different fields. So they're sharing tips with you to make your life just a little bit easier. Many times as a guest in the studio audience, you'll get a chance to walk away with a missing piece of the puzzle that might be missing in your life. Let's go on this journey together, and I look forward to seeing you Monday through Friday at 11:00 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on The Kim Jacobs Show.